Hi, and welcome to this year's first edition of Patriot Pride. I'm Mark.
And I'm Dennis, bringing you over the next 30 minutes nothing but sports at Wayne Hills. Stay tuned.
Next up are the Chicks with Sticks, aka field hockey. Field hockey is becoming a popular sport at Wayne Hills, and here's the inside look at field hockey 2002.
This year we have a great midfield comprised of Jean Pinto, Amanda Wadoniak, and Melissa Anderson. The center of our field, they take control of the ball. We have a tremendous senior defense with 2 great goalies, and our offense have already scored 5 goals this year. There's always a loss with graduated players, but this year's team is a different team. We've all moved around positions. We filled all the gaps, and this is one of the best teams I've had so far. We struggled a lot during our first scrimmage, pretty much got blown away, and now we are totally competitive. We've tied the number 2 and number 3 seed in the county. We played very well against the first seed in the county, and we look forward to having a great season. We have a great record this season. We're going to rank high in the counties. We should make it to the final of the counties, and we should qualify for the states. We got a ton of incoming freshmen, which is fantastic. The freshman team is 4-1, so I look forward to having great seasons ahead.
Next up, we have an activity that is not yet a sport here at Wayne Hills. You may not get a scholarship for this, but Ultimate Frisbee is making its way right through the school. You can see them practicing every day at lunch. Here they are, the Wayne Hills Frisbee team.
This is Ultimate Frisbee. Ultimate Frisbee at its best, my friend.
Frisbee at this school means to me the opportunity to hang out with a bunch of guys, sometimes girls, that I usually don't see.
Frisbee's like great. It's like fun. Why is it fun? Frisbee's fun because it's easy. And actually, Frisbee is a company name. Like whenever you say Frisbee, you have to go like hump like the C, right? Copyright, but it's actually like a disc, a flying disc.
Well, this guy Braden, he gets a little violent, so I'm a little intimidated by him, so he's a good player. And this kid named Artem, he doesn't drop it, he just gets every throw made to him. Other than that, there's some good players out there when they want to be.
You got Dave Lurin, you got Henry, you got Jeremy, Bing. You got Kevin Bing, You got Zach. Who's good? Zach Carpentier. You got Zach Carpentier. You got Dave Rostad. Dave Rostad. He's great. He Fred. Bronco, he's good. He just needs to learn how to throw, you know? Like, if he can throw, he'd be great. It's great. And there's that kid, like, dive. What? Dennis, I think? And he's all like, oh, because I've never seen a guy dive. He's all like, convicted.
Make me understand it.
You see them in football halftime shows, parades, and various competitions. And actually, we're talking about the Wayne Hills Marching Band. Let's take a look at the fall activity. It's time for Marching Band Revealed.
At Wayne Hills, we actually have about 5 or 6 different bands, believe it or not. We've got a marching band, which is a volunteer activity. After school, we rehearse. About 80 students involved in that. And that's the band that you see at football games, you see on parades. Basically, the marching band starts its preparation in March. The staff gets together, we decide on a show. We'd like to do a theme, like this year's theme is Celtic Legends. It's all Irish-oriented music or Scottish and Irish-oriented music. We have a couple of short rehearsals in August just to wake everybody up, get the dust out of their horns, wake up the muscles. Then we do go to band camp for a week in Pennsylvania, which is a really valuable experience to us because we spend a week up there, all the drill, which is what the moves that we do, and the music, and how to put them together. We actually start the season. We get back to school. We have a rehearsal Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, Saturday mornings, usually before games. We have sectionals Monday night, which is a time that we just spend on individual sections. We start out with stretches. Then you'd see us work on some basic marching technique, which is the way we hold our bodies. It looks a little easier than it is. It takes a lot of time to learn how to hold your body right, how to be able to move correctly. You see us work on some musical things within the drill. Again, you not only have to move from one place to another at a specific time, you have to do it with the other people around you, and you also have to make a musical statement while doing it. So you see us work all on those. The color guard not only adds a different, even uniform or look to the field, the equipment they use is used to interpret the music visually. If you took our show and turned the sound off, you could probably still get the flavor of the music we were playing by looking at what they're doing, whether it's dancing, which color guard members have to be very versed in, the type of equipment they have, the type of colors they've used. The one thing that's a little different about a marching band than a sports team, although there are a lot of similarities, is that there's no second string. Everybody's a star, everybody's a starter. If someone gets hurt, we have no one to put in their place. Are there any exceptional musicians in a marching band? I'm a little biased, but I'd say every one of them. I think you have to be an exceptional person to be able to put all the different levels of what we do together, whether it's the marching aspect of it, whether the playing aspect of it, knowing where to go, when to go. I said they make it look easy because they're pretty good at it, but it's a lot of work, it's a lot of intelligence.
Hey, Patriots want to see a sport where the girls hit and play hard to get? Volleyball with Coach Eustace, and many returning varsity players are sure to raise some eyebrows. Take a look.
My name is Bill Eustace, head girls and boys volleyball coach at Wayne Hills High School. I've been the girls varsity volleyball coach since 1996. Typically we have at least 3 matches per week. This week we have 4 matches, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so Monday would have been our only practice day. It varies week to week. Usually there's only 1 or 2 practice days and like I said, 3 or 4 matches. Practice runs approximately 90 minutes for the varsity and 90 minutes for the junior varsity. The captains of the 2002 fall girls volleyball team are Lindsay White and Stephanie Shadell. They are 2 of our top 3 players. The 3rd player is a freshman, Melissa Sullivan. Returning varsity players are Lindsay White, Stephanie Shadell, Megan Baxter, and Ashley Mastroianni. We have 9 seniors, the 4 that I just mentioned, plus Jess Carvajal, Lisa Zarpino, Cara Leonard, Jeanette Donnarumma. Missing one, she's gonna kill me. Allison Gomberg, sorry. Junior Virginia Harrison, sophomore Brittany Bonney, and Alyssa Sullivan comprise the rest of the varsity. Going back to our 1-5 record, the record isn't good, but the effort that the girls have expended so far this year has been phenomenal. I had several coaches comment to me at the tournament we were at this past weekend about how well our team played defense and how disciplined we were, and that we're just a little bit away from being very successful.
We have spirit, yes we do, and so does Wayne Hill's cheerleading squad. If you have school spirit, you'll love this.
Go Hills! Thank you. Go Hills! Stand up! Patriot fans yell go Hills!
What I'm looking for in a cheerleader, someone who's always on time, someone who's dedicated, someone who's committed, someone with talent, with great personality, and a lot of school spirit.
Come on, Hills. Try it again.
Basically, our captains, Alicia Susser, Jenny McKnight, and Gabrielle Riganti, they're the ones who are in charge of the squad, and they keep the squad together, and they do a nice job.
That was good.
It's changed a lot because there's a lot more required of the girls, and there's a lot more responsibility. There's a lot more dedication needed as far as time and what is needed as being a squad member. Very responsible. They lead the squad in a lot of things they do with practice and in the games, and they do a really good job.
This sport is during the fall season. Girls and guys can do it. You can receive scholarship offers, and it involves shaking your booty. It's the Wayne Hills freshman cheerleading squad.
I'm chillin', wood spinning, no Bentleys, Cadillac pimpin'. I'm cruising, hoe choosing, that's cool cause I'm Cadillac pimpin'. Folks spinning, go grillin', liquor spillin', Cadillac pimpin'. Keep riding, car sliding, that's cool cause I'm Cadillac.
Hi, my name is Alicia Mazeppa, and I'm the freshman cheerleading coach. I've been coaching here. This is actually my second year.
Ma, what you wanna do? I'm in front of you. Grab a friend, see, I can have fun with you. Or me and you put one on the stage show. And them all kids ask how the chain glow.
My two captains are Kelly Woodshot and Ginny Sun, and they were chosen because they did a great job at camp. They were able to lead the team and the others and help the other girls with some of the stuff they need help with. The girls have been great this year. It's been so much fun working with them. We've only had one freshman game so far, but they did a great job, and we're still working on our dance. We're going to finish that up in the weeks to come, and it's been great, a lot of fun.
At the end of the day, what a player gonna do? You got love for me, it's how I'm supposed to be. Same love, I'ma lay it on you. Right back at you, it's only natural. So what I'm gonna do? Me. Everything love ain't always lovely. Leave it all up to me. I be living in luxury, sucker free. Without no lies, without no ties to those that patronize. That's why I don't socialize. I eat, even sleep with open eyes. Just give me that gasoline. Now I'm moving the jack, few bags of green. Couple ads in the magazine, all freezy and I'm easy. G-Deezy, one.
I love coaching cheerleading. I've danced my whole life, so it's something that I love, and I'm still continuing right now. So it's great to coach it and to help the girls out with stuff they need help on.
Out left, 6, turn 7, 8. 3, 4, together 5, out 6, turn 7, 8.
The freshmen are actually great at stunts. They have a really, really strong stunt squad. Their dance is coming along. We're working on that. But as far as that goes, they're very great. They're good tumblers, so they're going to be a great team in the future, and they're a great team now. So.
Hi, and welcome to the February edition of Wayne Hill's Patriot Pride. I'm Ariel.
And I'm Christina, and we have a great show lined up for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Skates, pucks, sticks, and ice. Everything that you think of when hockey comes to mind. Here's a look at some of the highlights and interviews from the Wayne Hills hockey team.
I think there are a few important players on the team who play very important roles. A few of them including Charlie Kemmeline, Dan Berardi, and Chris Miller. And of course our captain, Dave Bramsky. They all lead this team, and they're just, they're great players. So. Dave Rogers. Every day. We have ice time on Mondays and Wednesdays, and we have games on Thursdays, and we lift and run on Tuesdays and Fridays. We are now currently 2-5-1.
Putting us in the 4th place. Ow! Dave Abramsky.
Yeah, that would be our captain, Dave Abramsky. Yeah, he's a real fighter on this team.
He likes the elbows.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
next, we have the Wayne Hills varsity dance team, led by captains Tony Ann Russo and Andrea Dispenzieri.
The Wayne Hills dance team performs at boys and girls basketball games. They have gone to other schools to compete, and their accomplishments have brought them to Florida.
Hi, we're here with Phil Leakin, and he's going to tell us a little about dance team. Phil, do you think that watching the dance team dances are entertaining?
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining. You know, they coordinate with the music pretty good, and it's fun. It's a thing to do.
Do you like the costumes that they wear, and why or why not?
I like the costumes. They match the music. And they're nice, and it seems they put a lot of hard work into it, like they made them themselves.
Obviously the dance team practices a lot, shows a lot of hard work. Do you think that it shows that they work so hard?
Yeah, it looks like they work really hard. The dances that they do look like they require a lot of work, and it must be difficult, you know, like doing the same thing as like 20 other people all in one dance.
Do you think their dances are difficult?
It looks difficult on some sort of level. Not that difficult, yeah, but pretty difficult.
We're here with John Simon. He's going to talk a little about dance team gym. Do you think that watching the dance team dances are entertaining?
Yeah, I think the moves that they do are pretty difficult, and they just keep everybody waiting to see what they're going to do next.
Do you like the costumes that they wear, and why or why not?
Yeah, the costumes are pretty good. They seem like they spend some time on making them and trying to design things that go along with what they're doing in the dance.
Obviously, dance team puts in a lot of hard work and effort doing the dances. Do you think that their hard work pays off?
Definitely. Their moves that they seem to do look pretty hard.
Do you think that their dances are difficult?
They look pretty difficult. It looks like it's a more athletic thing to do.
Do you think you'd be able to do it?
Probably not. I'm not a very good dancer.
And would you ever like to partake in dance team?
I probably would if I had to.
Stay tuned for more Patriot Pride.
We'll be right back.
Next up, we're going to take a look at the much improved Wayne Hills wrestling team, led by Coach Mark Zarrow.
My name's Loudon Swain, and last week I turned 18. I wasn't ready for it. I haven't done anything yet, so I made this deal with myself. This is the year I make my mark.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you work.
Start off running either on the track or on pancake. Then we'll go up to the wrestling room, we stretch out, and then Coach usually goes over a lot of moves with us. We do drilling and stuff, and then we'll do live wrestling against our teammates, and then we do like conditioning after practice.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
It looks good. We have some promising freshmen like Anthony Garnto, some good sophomores too. It looks pretty good.
You chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister. You chuck it.
Toughest part of wrestling is probably conditioning. We run a lot. We do like a lot more running than most sports do.
When they come for you, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
My goals as an individual for this season are to improve on last year's record. I had 20 wins. I hope to make a better record this year. I also hope to win districts and maybe make it to the states. As a team, I hope that we can get an above 500 record and possibly place in the state playoffs. Well, we haven't had an assistant coach for at least the first month. We're trying to get one in, but it's kind of tough when you only have one coach, especially in tournaments when you have more than one match going on at a time. So without an assistant coach, that's the problem.
Back for me, I'm sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your dream while I find a place to rest.
Gradually, I have some schools considering me to take pretty high.
You used to be calm, used to be strong, used to be generous, but you should have known that you wear out your welcome, and now you see how quiet it is all alone. I'm so sick of the tension.
The biggest sport of the season, boys varsity basketball. Let's see what Coach Ken Ferrari and Captain Keith Reedy have to say about it.
What is it really that's going on here? You got the system for total control. Now is there anybody out there? Now watch yourself, oh yeah, cause we can't go. What is it really that is in your head? What little life that you had just died?
I teach special education here at Wayne Hills High School. This is my first year, and I also coach the boys varsity basketball team. Athletes are David Damo, Greg Olson, and Keith Reed. Right now, consistency with shooting. Sometimes we shoot well, and sometimes we have trouble making shots. But we also haven't been at full strength every game this year. So I think now that we have everybody healthy and fulfill their other commitments, I think we'll find out what we're made of, and that'll help a lot. During practices, we like to work on fundamental skills, transition drills where we run back and forth and practice playing fast. And then before games, we'll work on a scouting report for the other team, talking about what they do and how we're going to combat that and what strategies we're going to use. That's usually a typical practice we find. Our team goals are to make the state playoffs, win a couple of games in the state playoffs in advance. Hopefully also compete for the championship of our division. There's some good teams. And right now, us and Demarest and Ramapo are all at 2-1. We hope to be in that mix by the end of the season. We've been changing our starting lineup, so each game it's changed. We don't have one set lineup. I think 2 players that have started, or 3 players have started every game. Dallas Lynch, Keith Reedy, and David Dama.
Hi, my name's Keith Reedy. I'm captain for the Wayne Hills varsity basketball team, number 20. About 8 points a game. I think not really sure about that, but I think it's about 8 points a game. So far, we played Montclair in a holiday tournament over at Passaic Valley, and they were pretty tough. We lost to them. We beat East Orange in the first round of that tournament. They were also pretty good, and we had a big win against Ramapo last Friday, so we were pretty pleased with that. We practice 3 days a week. We usually have games on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and whenever we don't have a game, we usually have practice. We're off Sundays. Practices are usually about 3 hours long, and they consist of a lot of individual work, a lot of basic skills, drills, and stuff like that. Towards the end of practice, we usually scrimmage the JV or half the other varsity team, so it's pretty intense.
When you think of February, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Valentine's Day, of course. Here's a look at what Wayne Hills High School students think of Valentine's Day.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get mad.
It means a special time with my girlfriend, and a lot of hearts too.
I find it to be overrated. I hate red roses. I used to sell roses as a part-time job in college. So if I were to receive any flowers from any suitor, I would like something other than roses. You know what I'm saying? Okay?
You know, hang out with your boyfriend or your Valentine, and it could be either out, maybe, because, you know, freshman year, you can't go out to dinner for anything, but, you know, just hanging out, maybe watch a movie or go to a movie, and at the end of the day, get a rose.
It means a day of love.
I think it's kind of a stupid day.
Chocolates and cards and candies and hearts and lots of stuff.
I'm kidding. My girlfriend's my Valentine this year.
Matt Gallo.
Dana's my Valentine.
Nah, because I ain't got to spend money, and I can spend money on shoes.
No?
I don't want to be lonely on Valentine's Day. No, I just have some green right here, you know what I'm saying? So what's up?
Yes, because on Valentine's Day, it's not like every other night of the year. So, yes, I would be.
Let's take another look at the Wayne Hills High School hockey team and how they cut through the competition.
Hi, my name is David Abramsky. I'm number 16 and captain of the Wayne Hills Ice Hockey team. I've been playing ice hockey for around 6 years. I'm used to playing offense, but this year we got a new coach and he put me on defense, and that seems to be working all right for now. The new coach is doing a great job. He's very determined to the team. He's got a lot of heart. He comes down all the time. We practice a lot with him, and it shows because we're getting better comparing to last year. This year we hope to go far in the playoffs and make states. Our key players are Dan Berardi, Chris Miller, Dave Rogers, and most importantly would be in net our goalie Charlie Kemlin. So far this season, our greatest accomplishment was probably beating Mawa. We won 1-0, and they were the #1 team in our division. They had a perfect record until they played us.
My name is Charlie Kemlin, and I play goalie for Wayne Hills. I think you have to have fast reflexes, and you need to have a lot of skill to be a goalie because there's a lot of goalies out there that are like fakes. My dreams in hockey are probably to go pro and play for the United States team, but I don't think that may happen, but I'll try for it.
Coach Riker leads the Wayne Hills winter track team into an incredible season. Here's a look at what winter track is really all about.
Mother and child, I'm such a man for a short while.
The 2002-2003 season for winter track has started off wonderfully. Every practice starts off with the entire program stretching in the North Gym. Then, all the athletes gather with Coach Riker or Coach Holden to find out what their practice holds for them. Because this program runs during the winter, the weather does not always cooperate with the coach's plans.
Depending on the weather's pretty bad today. If it's inside, we run for about half hour in the hallways, lift a little in the weight room. If it's a good day outside, get about 35-minute, 40-minute runs out there.
Students involved in winter track contribute to the team's success by competing and running events. However, the program also includes events such as the shot put and hurdles. The athletes that compete as stowers split their practices by either lifting weights in the Wayne Hills weight room or by practicing their events in the gym. Hurdlers start off practice by doing stretches specific to their event. Then they continue by jumping hurdles. Winter track athletes participate in meets throughout their season. So far, they have done well.
Went to our first meet last night at Fairleigh Dickinson. We had a lot of girls get medals. Jeannie Pinto won an event. Brittany Bonney won an event. She was second in another. Katie Robinson, freshman girl, got a couple medals. Our relay team did well. Mike Przinski on our boys' side had a third and a fourth in 2 races. So we had our first meet. It was an invitational, and they did very well.
Every practice starts off with the entire program stretching in the North Gym. Then, all the athletes gather with Coach Riker or Coach Holden to find out what their practice holds for them. Hurdlers start off practice by doing stretches specific to their event. The athletes that compete as stowers split their practices by either lifting weights in the Wayne Hills weight room or by practicing their events in the gym. Although winter track has to compete with other more popular sports such as basketball and wrestling at Hills, it is still popular among many students. Good luck to the winter track athletes in the remainder of their season.
This year's Latin Club was a big hit. Let's take a look.
"120 members. We only have about 60 people in school who take Latin. Actually, Latin Zero, which is the group of people who don't take Latin that are in Latin Club, is the largest group that we have in Latin Club with about 60 members.
What you're going to do is, we're going to do a little project with it, but first we'll just go over, because I'm explaining a little just in a few words what each room is. The atrium is just the custodium, which means guard study. Yeah. The triclinium was the Roman dining room, and it was just only for eating. That's really what everything's in there. And a lot of classes had different ones. They had.
It's on the first Wednesday of every month, and we usually have a theme meeting with theme foods from the Romance languages, which are derived from Latin, like French, Spanish, Portuguese, that kind of stuff. And we'll usually have an activity such as at the last meeting, we built Roman houses.
So if I decide to waver my chance to be one of the hive, will I choose water over wine and hold my own?
We have a New Jersey State Krataman team, which actually we won the Northern New Jersey State Championship in 2000. We have that for Latin 1, Latin 2, Latin 3 and above, 3 separate teams. Our Latin 2 team won in 2000, and our Latin 1 team, I believe, made it to the championships or the semifinals last year. We'll be sending one of those out again. We also participate in the Junior Classical League competitions, which are usually solo competitions where you send such things as PowerPoint presentations or essays or readings in, and you're graded, and it's like FBLA, you have competitions.
My favorite part of the Latin Club would have to be the cheap dues, and it's just you have a way to hang out with friends. That's probably the best part. To get the representatives, the vice president, the treasurer, all those people, we actually put to a vote. Everybody in the Latin Club can nominate anybody, except for that president has to be someone in Latin. and everyone in the club gets to vote on who they feel should be president, vice president, treasurer, representative, and each class does have representatives.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Patriot Pride.
See you next month. Skates, pucks, sticks, and Skates, pucks, sticks, and ice. Everything that you think of when hockey comes to mind. Here's a look and up next we have the Wayne Hills varsity dance team led by captains Tony Ann Russo and No. Coach Riker leads the winter track into the biggest sport of the season, boys varsity.
Although the class is unpopular, let's take a look. Coach Riker leads the Wayne Hills. This one is hard. I'm so.
So I have to turn my smile on.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Patriot Pride.
See.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Patriot Pride.
See you next month.
Signing off.